having to spend each day the color of the leaves. When I think it could be nicer being red or yellow or gold or something much more colorful like that.
From the very innocent and pure beginnings of our inhabited planet to man's current high-profile crusades to save this planet, Earth's residents have endeavored to be one with their environment. Yet, unwittingly, or deliberately, depending on your level of cynicism, man's actions and his inactions have conspired to deplete resources, erode layers of the atmosphere, and not so generally make a mess of things.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
According to some environmental groups, the definition of sustainability is meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. From our forefathers till current times, we have been less than optimum custodians of the planet.
Well, here's another nice mess you've gotten me into.
If we just focus on our small country's contributions to this morass, we can look back to the Boston Tea Party, where, in an act of protest, citizens against an unfair tax dumped pollutants into the bay. Certainly, had these activists comprehended and appreciated the global implications and the ultimate environmental impact of their revolt, their indignation might have taken another form, or not. Being politically correct was antithetical to what our founding fathers stood for, and we have been a nation leading a world of rebels ever since.
You say it's because of me? You say it's because of the neighborhood? No! You use every other phony excuse!
I am certain that you will be surprised to learn that the term acid rain was coined not in 1986, 1976, or 1966, but in 1856, exactly 150 years ago, by Robert Angus Smith, a British scientist who wrote, "It has often been observed that the stones and bricks of buildings crumble more readily in large towns where much coal is burnt. I was led to attribute this effect to the slow but constant action of acid rain." Still, even then, there was no call to action, no movement towards stopping the corrosive effects of this rain, and no thought as to what other fallout, human and otherwise, might occur. Centuries later, and many reckless generations of ignorance, neglect, and total disregard for Mother Nature down the road, we are faced with a challenge to preserve what remains of our natural resources, build on a baseline of what we have, and what we need to restore that delicate balance which has been MIA for some time in our consciousness, but now is taking center stage. It is safe to say that ecologically, our planet is out of whack. Still, it is not far-fetched to contend and hope that the future holds incredible opportunities to reestablish some modicum of normalcy to our beloved planet. Some companies and cities are already integrating planet sustainability into their brands and business models. Retailer Patagonia picks a different area of the planet to address each business cycle. They support it in their stores, in their catalogs, and online. Their current cause celeb is Oceans as Wilderness. Patagonia is a lone clothing manufacturer and retailer who has made it part of its business to bring to light unsustainable fishing practices, habitat destruction, and ocean contamination. And this is a retailer. Chevron Oil has been touting its environmental responsibilities for years now, especially with underwriting educational documentaries and research and development on new ways to refine oil. This research creates petroleum products that pollute less and still satisfy our desperate need for speed. Waste management is pursuing a number of sustainability initiatives, and they are proudly broadcasting them on national television. They have gone beyond mere compliance to inventing new ways to produce measurable results. They are one of the larger corporations that actually embraces regulatory commissions to further their far-reaching objectives. A look on their website is extremely revealing. Now Waste Management has joined 14 other companies in a pilot program called the Chicago Climate Exchange. This is the world's first and America's only voluntary, legally binding, rules-based greenhouse gas emission reduction and trading system. It is a complicated formula, but one which promises to create a template for other countries and other cities as we move closer to real sustainability. And so we must go, boldly, where so many others have not gone before us. And without sounding preachy,
We're coming back to you, God. We're coming back to the old-time religion.
as developers, designers, and gatekeepers of collective consciousness, we must lead the charge into the future with sensitivity, a kick-butt determination, and enough of a sense of humor.
Can I ask you a question?
As long as it's not about my eye. Is it about my eye?
Sort of.
Just ask the question.
What's with the eye?
To help us stay the course and slay the dragons. Or dinosaurs that might accost us on the road to making the world greener, healthier, and once again, naturally sustainable.
Who cares what you're programmed for? If someone programmed you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
I'll have to check my program. Yep,